My name is Nick. Don't worry about my last name. It's not important. Not anymore. I'm not sure if this recording will make it through to the world I remember, but I'm giving it a shot. My desperation is growing, and I'm really just looking for help. Help getting out of this place. This twisted, evil place. If someone is actually listening to this, please, I need you to try to help me. Though, I guess I should start by giving my situation. I've got plenty of time to kill, after all. I just hope you do. I used to be a software developer. That was until I entered this hellish nightmare I've been told is called the Backrooms. My story here began after I was on a late-night hike in the deep wilderness of the northeastern US. I was getting some much-needed escape from my brain-intensive job by spending a short weekend outside, doing simple things alone. Well, on the hike I just mentioned, I made the mistake of bringing inadequate gear for a late-night walk. Long story short, I tripped on Lord knows what, and went careening off the side of what I think was a cliff. I say think because the whole thing happened so fast, including the transition, which I now know is called no clipping out of reality. It still blows my mind. What awaited me after my fall was not the end of my life, but something else. The feeling was bizarre. It was almost like I could feel my soul being torn away from reality itself. I know that probably makes no sense, but I don't know how else to phrase it. How about this? Ever go on a loop-de-loop during a roller coaster ride? Think of the feeling you get at the top of the loop, but multiplied by 100 and lasting longer, reaching deeper into your very psyche. It definitely wasn't just the feeling of falling off a cliff. I just know there was a defined point where I was no longer falling and instead no clipping. After the transition, I found myself thudding hard against what felt like carpet. Sure enough, it was carpet. Damp, yellow carpet that smelled pretty gross, almost like a musty attic. As I got up, the first thing I did was pat myself down for injuries. After all, I did just fall off a cliff, and I think I was overall in shock. Luckily, I wasn't hurt and still had the little hiking gear that I did bring. Once the moment of shock faded, I took a look around and I still remember the feeling of dread mixed with confusion that hit me. Where was I? A large room with yellowed carpet, yellowed wallpaper, and yellowed ceilings laid before me. It almost looked like someone had thrown me into the back area of some old retail store. On top of the sights, there was this horrendously loud buzzing noise permeating the air. I figured it was the square panel lights dotting the ceiling above me, but I've never heard lights buzzing so loudly. Still confused, I noted 2 exits to this room and decided to take one of them. I wasn't sure if I was dreaming or in purgatory or what, but I wanted to at least see if I could find a way out of wherever I was. It's almost funny, really. I had no idea what was in store for me.